Hey, Buddy Manning here. Welcome to the Garden Report practice edition here. A brief practice session for the Celtics in between games. Chance for them to go through some walkthroughs, prepare for what's going to be an in-season tournament finale in the group stage tomorrow between the Celtics and Bucks. Not a ton of talk about that. Joe Mazzulla is not too focused on that. In fact, Boston, as he said before the Hawks game yesterday, focus more on health. That's why he pulled starters late out of that Magic game, and they kind of took their foot off the gas after falling out of it in that one, which could have fatal consequences to their in-season tournament chances. But health the priority right now, especially with Jrue Holiday hurting his ankle last Wednesday against the Bucks. He went through a walkthrough before the Celtics and Hawks game yesterday. Looked pretty comfortable. And much of the same out of the practice today. He went through another workout on the court here today. Light participation. They're going to see how he feels tomorrow, but feels like his return could be imminent day to day right now with that ankle sprain he suffered late in that Bucks game. So wouldn't be stunning to see him out there tomorrow. Kristaps Porzingis, of course, with the calf strain ruled out at least a week. So he's going to miss this Bulls game coming up tomorrow, the Friday game against the 76ers after a couple of days off there, and then they'll see how he feels after that. Could either be in-season tournament games for the Celtics at that point or just a couple of regular season games, I believe scheduled on Tuesday and Thursday next week. Two of the weekdays next week are going to feature those games if the Celtics don't make it, which seems more than likely right now. The scenarios as it stands, got to outscore the Bulls by 23 to pass the Magic, and a Nets win by, I believe, less than 16 so that they don't win that tiebreaker outright. Celtics are then, of course, in that wild card mix with the Cavaliers and a number of other teams. Knicks in that group, Heat still vying for a spot in their group, so the Bucks could come into play if they're able to beat the Bucks in a much bigger tiebreaker between all the wild card contenders in the East. And the Nets, of course, are in that mix as well as the Magic if the Nets do end up winning the group with the tiebreaker. So a bunch of different scenarios could play out here. I'd say it's more likely than not that the Celtics aren't going to make the in-season tournament, especially with their lack of prioritization on that. But they do have a favorable matchup. Cavs playing the Hawks. Raptors still battling to see if they can, by a long shot, get into this, even at 2-2 as they would be at that point. So they're going to play the Nets tough. And then the Knicks probably have the easiest matchup in the Hornets, and as we mentioned, Bucks, Heat coming up on Tuesday as well. So that's the in-season tournament play field right now for the East. If the Celtics make the wild card, they'll probably be heading to Indiana for the first round of this tournament. If they win the group somehow with the blowout over the Bulls tomorrow and some help elsewhere, they'll probably host or play at the Bucks or Heat, depending on how that tiebreaker shakes out. So I'd say right now you're looking at either a Celtics-Pacers game on the road or a Bucks-Celtics game on the road if the Bucks are able to take care of business there. We will see. I like it. I'm excited about it. I want to see how it all shakes out. And, of course, I am rooting for the Celtics to be part of this thing out of an interest standpoint here. So that's what's at stake tomorrow. Celtics-Bulls, no Porzingis. Holiday up in the air going into that one after participating lightly at practice today. I'm Buddy Man. That's a news edition, practice edition of the Garden Report here. We'll have more tomorrow from shoot-around as well as the game between Chicago and Boston here. CLNS Media, Celtics All Access. Talk to you then.